continue that journey. There's lots of exciting things happening coming up, performance-wise, and new opportunities that I think could be captured in that, and we'll show that to you at a later date.
Questions from the audience, I'm sure.
I have to say, when I read the description, and there's a comment in here about you being the one-legged tap dancer, I thought it was a joke. I just thought it was, oh, this is going to be funny, because you're going to tap with one leg. So I think it's really cool that it seems so natural, and it seems like you're making it look completely effortless. And that's very, very impressive that you were able to work that hard to create that. And so, Stephen, how old are you?
I'm 17. I'm a senior at North.
Okay. So,
My alma mater, by the way.
So do you want to go into film? Is that your goal? And
Yes.
has it been?
I think so. I've only really become interested in film, photography, TV in the last, I want to say, like 3 years. But as I've kind of gone further down the rabbit hole, I'm kind of seeing that there's a lot of different avenues to go down. So, you know, as I kind of get ready for college, I'm just going to see where this takes me. I actually submitted this for a lot of my portfolios, which I was very happy about.
I think you'll get in.
Thank you. But yeah, we'll just kind of see where it goes.
Good for you. Very impressive.
Something. Thank you very much.
Tom, you had a question?
Yeah, I was just going to ask, I mean, this was wonderful. Is there any plans to put it out there for the world to see after the festival rounds and so forth?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the original intention was, again, I'll just film this live show, maybe put it on YouTube, see what happens. But now that, you know, my mom was the one who told me about the festival, and I was like, yeah, I'll put it in, it's local. I'm hoping, yeah, to put it in more festivals. We'll kind of see where it goes. You know, in case you haven't picked up on this, I never really have a sure plan of what I'm doing until it happens. Which,
Welcome to my life.
yeah, sometimes that's the way to do it. But yeah, I am hoping to enter in more festivals and get some more exposure. Hopefully some more exposure for you as well, because, you know, it's all publicity. But yeah.
So, and just so you know, we do have a date for our next festival, September 8th of next year.
Oh wow.
So it'll be a little bit warmer. We were able to get the date, and we will be here again. So, you know, make sure that that project is moving along, and don't wait till the last day. What was the inspiration for this one?
It actually, I walked up to a fountain that had a sensor on it, and I stepped up to it, and the water came up. So I tried it, and I walked away, and the thing came off. And so I said, I think I've got a little bit of a piece of a story there. So,
Just a little bit of one.
yeah, just a little bit.
And then, don't take, just give, and you will see. You can be like me.
Are you wearing your phone?
Always ask that, no.
That was a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, it was a point of controversy with my wife when we were shooting that, but as a writer, as an actor, I had to do it.
So something you talked about is this is kind of your second career. This was something you had a passion for. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, without going through the long story, when I was 7 years old, I wanted to be an actor. And I told my parents I wanted to be an actor. And my father was an entertainer. And he said, look, it's a very rough life. You don't make much money. You pay your dues. The hours are horrible. So go to college, focus on education, get a good, solid career. And then when you have your career, you can then pursue the arts. And you always have something to fall back on. And I was a pretty logical kid, and that made sense to me. And so that's what I did. Went to college, got a great job, got married, had kids, and all that stuff just kind of got suppressed down inside me. So about 10 years ago, when my son Alexander was 7, he wanted to be an actor. He loved television shows, he loves movies, he knew every line of Dick Van Dyke's in every one of his movies. So I said, Alexander, if you'd like to be an actor, I'll do everything I can to help you, because I always wanted to be an actor all my life. And I get emotional thinking about it, because he just looked at me and said, then how come you're not? And so I went up to my office that night and I cried for about 2 hours, and I decided to put together a plan, and that's something I was going to do. So about 10 years ago, I started studying acting in New York for about 4 years, doing theater, started doing some films, and then all this creativity just started to come out of somewhere. So I started writing, producing, directing, and that's that. So for the last 10 years, I've been transitioning out of the corporate stuff and doing this full time.
Gay or straight, we are all everyday people just trying to survive and get along in this world together. And Sly didn't stop there, with songs like You Can Make It If You Try, Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself Again, and Everybody Is a Star. He reiterated his moral stance. His music was humanistic to the core and spoke of the potential of creating communities that work together, espousing the dream of the 60s, a dream that ultimately didn't last. This film is an attempt to reintroduce those lyrics and ideals back into our communities and share a simple song with the world again.
Is this still repeating still?